The case of the father who told police he accidentally left his son in a hot car for hours. 22-month-old Cooper Harris died. His father is charged with murder and child cruelty. Channel 2's Ross Cabot has broken one new development after another in this story. He's live at Cobb Police headquarters where new court documents lay out the hours leading up to the child's death. Ross?
Yeah, we may hear some information about cause and manner of death even before the day's end today. We reported yesterday that police had doubts about the father's story, that he simply accidentally left his child in the car for 7 hours. These new warrants detail some of those doubts that they had in detail, including the fact that Harris had some last contact with his child. He's only about a minute away from his work site. And then later, just a few hours later, he again visited his car. Ross Harris told investigators he'd forgotten to drop his son off at daycare, and 22-month-old Cooper sat alone in a hot car for more than 7 hours. But Harris works for Home Depot, a place that tracks its workers and anyone else on property. And the arrest warrant in the case says in the middle of that 7 hours, Harris paid a visit to his car in the parking lot. This is a Hyundai Tucson, very similar to what Ross Harris was driving last week. The warrant indicates when Harris came to his car at lunchtime, he opened the driver's door, dropped something off inside the car, and was within inches of his son in a rear-facing child seat. Plus, there was something else investigators found. Harris had taken Cooper to the nearby Chick-fil-A for breakfast that day and was last seen strapping his son in that car seat. Cooper's daycare at Home Depot headquarters was a short distance over the interstate, but instead, Harris made the short 1-minute drive to the satellite office where he worked and went inside, leaving Cooper strapped in. The new warrant that details this evidence also lists new charges. First-degree child cruelty is now second-degree child cruelty. An important distinction, says attorney Scott Semrau, who says first-degree implied malice or an intent to kill.
You intentionally did something that caused an injury. That's first-degree. Second-degree cruelty to children is negligence, gross negligence, but just simply failure to act or acting completely irresponsibly.
I talked to prosecutors late today who said they simply made that change to get their legal books in order. They thought this was a more appropriate charge so far in this case, but it's important to point out Harris still faces that felony murder charge, a potential life sentence, and will remain in the Cobb County Jail without bond until a court hearing next week. We're live at Cobb PD headquarters. Ross Cabot, Channel 2 Action News. Ross.